Live from Town Square Towers at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. It is 6:08, Monday, April 25th, 44 degrees, getting up to 70 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310 News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pop app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160. If you want to join the conversation, I almost got it all in that time, but I'll do better in the 7 o'clock hour, I promise. We are joined now by Staff Sergeant Caitlin Jones. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeremy. How are you?
I am fantastic. I always find it awkward, by the way, when I've been talking to a guest for 7 or 8 minutes prior to coming on the air, and we act like we just met each other for the first time and are now exchanging pleasantries. How you been? Good to see you.
I'm doing well. How are you been this morning?
I'm good.
Show sounds great, Jeremy.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sure you're an avid listener. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about an air show, right?
We are. We're talking about the 2016 Open House and Air Show, Power in the Pines, coming up at Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst in 19 days.
19.
It snuck up on me. I'll be honest with you.
19 days.
But we're having a lot of great performers come out. We're bringing all of our equipment out, going to throw it on the flight line, let people come by, dig around in the tanks, the airplanes, watch some cool shows overhead, and it's all going on May 14th and 15th. That's a Saturday and Sunday. It is not Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day a couple of years ago.
Was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago. We usually do the Open House and Air Show about every 2 years here at MDL. So it was Mother's Day a couple of years ago. We heard everyone's feedback.
That didn't go so well, right?
You know, Mother's Day air shows, we thought it'd be cool, bring out mom to the air show, but it didn't go over too well. So this weekend, or this air show, it's going to be the weekend after Mother's Day.
Right.
So.
I mean, I know that we did. I brought my mom a few years back to a big Tool convention on Mother's Day. She really loved it.
I'm sure she did.
She really loved it. So performers, I mean, how have you filled the gap that Prince has left?
We've tried to do our best. We're having the U.S. Air Force's premier demonstration team, the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds. They fly F-16 fighter aircraft. They're going to be performing overhead. We also have the U.S. Army Golden Knights. They're a parachute jump team. They fly above the skies and jump out of a perfectly good airplane for all of our amusement. We're also going to have the Navy FA-18 demonstration team, some civilian performers, the Breitling Jet team, the Geico Skytypers. So much going on at
the
Power
Geico Skytypers?
That is their real name, yes.
So
they type things in the sky.
Really?
Yes, they take up their typewriters and write. No, they
do they save us a lot of money on our car insurance?
They do. I bet they write that in the sky.
That's awesome. Do they bring the gecko with them?
I don't know.
That's
a good question.
Now that would be cool if you had the gecko jumping out of a plane with a little mini parachute.
Brilliant.
I would absolutely be. Zach, wouldn't you go to that?
Oh, yeah. I'd be all over it.
Dude, seriously, pick a picture of the gecko jumping out of an airplane, right? All right, maybe I'm off a little bit. Okay, now this show, correct me if I'm wrong. This show, it only happens every few years because, obviously, does it rotate? Does it go to different locations?
It does. It takes a lot to put on an air show. So one is that we want to give all the bases a chance to have an air show.
Why? We're here listen to me. We're here in New Jersey at the Jersey Shore. I don't care if anybody else gets an opportunity to do an air show.
But other people in other places, we gotta share our toys, Jeremy.
Whatever.
We gotta fair share it. And plus, it takes a lot to plan one of these air shows.
So that's really what it comes down to. It's too much work.
We're bringing 300,000 people onto our base that normally do not come to our base. So it's a lot of planning, a lot of logistics that go into it.
All right, so we'll get to logistics in a little bit. But Caitlin, I'm sorry, do I have to call you Staff Sergeant?
No, you don't. You can call me Staff Sergeant Caitlin.
Staff Sergeant Caitlin?
No, you can call me Caitlin, Jeremy.
That's great. You sure?
Yes.
There's no military police here or anything, right? Because
I brought some. They're outside.
I am deathly afraid of folks in uniform. I'm just ever since I was a teenager, and I'll explain that off air later.
Okay.
Okay. So, Caitlin, you were not here. Were you here for the last show?
I was not, unfortunately.
Because you get moved around pretty regularly,
We
right?
do. Yes, sir.
So where... She just said, sir.
I did.
She said, yes, sir.
It's just habit.
No, there's no sir. I mean, I can't get my kids to call me sir. My wife has never called me sir.
Send your kids to the base. We'll shape them up real quick.
Good. Okay, so how long have you been in the military?
I've been in the military. I just hit 10 years
10
on
years?
April 11th. Yes.
But you're like 23. What are you talking about?
Yes, I joined. It was child military. No, I joined at 18.
Okay. So now we know how old you are. Okay,
yes.
so and how many different bases have you been at?
You're going to make me do math this early in the morning.
You already did the 10-year thing, 18 to 28.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my 8th.
8th?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 8. This is your 8th?
8th.
Well, how do you? So, okay, this is what I don't understand. All right, how do you build any kind of like relationships and like first of all, okay, so how do you like get acclimated somewhere and like make it feel like home? It's a learned skill. It's something that you kind of develop throughout your time in the military. Jersey so far has been a little bit of an adjustment. Why? I'm from the South. I'm from Texas. Okay. You can't tell by my accent, but I am from Texas. So where in Texas? I'm from North Texas, in the middle of nowhere. Okay, got it. Flatland prairie of Texas. So coming here to Jersey is a little bit of an adjustment. When I found out I was getting orders here, I pictured, big cities, bustling, metropolitan area. Burlington, Ocean County, no. Yeah, so I wasn't expecting the South Jersey farms type of thing. So it's been an adjustment, but we have such a supportive local community here of our base. And we're a huge base. We're the second largest employer in New Jersey. That's true. Only behind the state of New Jersey. I believe so. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And so wait. Have you experienced winter prior to this? No. This was your first winter? This was my first winter. And my original base before I came here, I was supposed to go to Hawaii. No. So what did you do wrong? I don't know. I made someone very angry. No, I was supposed to go to Hawaii. About 5 weeks before I was supposed to report to Hawaii, they said, "Oh, wait, we really need you in Jersey." And I said, "Cool, I'll go to Jersey." Yes. And then I got here and there's, 5 feet of snow on the ground. And I said, what have I done? We're not in Hawaii. No, but it's been wonderful. So at 18 years old, what makes you say, listen, I'm going to join the Army, Air Force? Air Force. Yeah, sorry. It's on my shirt, Jeremy. Thanks. I had another line, but I'll move along. Go ahead. At 18, I lived in a one stoplight town in the middle of nowhere. My parents didn't have a lot of money, and I really, honestly, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, but I thought that it was be really special to go and serve my country, and it'd be an adventure, and it certainly has been. So I joined. I wanted to do explosive ordnance disposal. I said, put me in a bomb suit. Let me go blow up stuff. Yeah. And I was about 120 pounds at the time. My recruiter said, let's not. And so he said, well, why don't you try this thing? They have a career in the military called radio and TV broadcasting, and I think you'd be really cool, really good at it. So I became a radio DJ for the Air Force at 18. Yes, sir. That's so cool. Yeah, it's like Good Morning Vietnam. I've always wanted to be a radio DJ. That sounds like fun. It does. Yeah. You didn't have to get up at 4 a.m, did you? I did a couple of times. Yeah, I've been the morning show guy. No, you're the girl. You're the girl. Okay. All right. So, Staff Sergeant Caitlin Jones, we're learning so much about Caitlin. But we have to get back to the air show. So we're going to do that when we come back, because I want to know how you appropriately ID all those thousands of people that are coming onto the base, right? Because that sounds like a lot of work to me. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, back after this.
Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin wherever you go. Download the Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Get up, get out, do something. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin continues. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160, 1310 and WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, 621, Monday, April 25th. 44 degrees, getting up to 70 today. Should be a nice day. Hope to see you tonight at Boss of Sauce at Jenkinson's, because, I'm judging. Yippee. Lots of pizza sauce. Anyway, we are here with Staff Sergeant Caitlin Jones. We are talking about the power, right? Power in the Pines. Power. In the Pines. Okay, so how many folks you say are going to come to this thing?
They're estimating around 300,000. We'd love to have more.
Just 300,000.
I mean, just a few.
Yeah.
A few of our closest friends.
Yeah. So now how do you what does the security look like for that?
we have an amazing security forces team. It's a squadron made up of airmen, sailors, civilians who work to keep us safe every single day. And of course, their job kind of multiplies when we're talking about Power in the Pines. So there's going to be a checkpoint. Everybody is going to come through. We ask that if you do bring a bag, that it's clear or mesh, so it's easy to see through. Diaper bags are okay for our parents out there, but you're going to come through. They're going to check your bag if you have a bag, and we've kind of closed down certain parts of the base, so it's going to kind of be a one-way street. There's going to be people everywhere directing you where to park, where to go, and that's how we kind of keep everyone contained to one area. And there's going to be uniformed personnel walking around ready to assist anyone that needs help or is a little lost.
Wow. So there is a lot of logistics issue, because like you have to also kind of cordon off the rest of the base, right, and make sure that we're not giving away any massive secrets.
Right.
Okay.
So there is a lot of logistics. That's why we start planning so early in the process. When we get done with this air show, we'll turn around in a couple of months and start planning for the next air show in a couple of years. So this is something that we've been planning for since the last air show, and we're just excited to have everybody out and showcase what we do every single day. And that's not just the in-air refueling demo that you're going to see at Power in the Pines. It's, our security forces personnel keeping everyone safe. It's the soldiers that are bringing out their Humvees, their MRAPs, their Bradley fighting vehicles. It's going to be a lot of cool things to see, but it's what we do every single day at Joint Base.
Yeah, because let's be fair, what the Joint Base does isn't really super sexy if you think about it, because it's really like a lot of air mobility stuff.
It's a lot of very, very big aircraft that go kind of slow. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not what you see in Top Gun.
Right.
I don't know if they're going to make any movies about in-air refueling, but when you think about what our Rapid Global Mobility, which is just one of our over 88 mission partners at the Joint Base, when you think about what that Rapid Global Mobility does to get those super fast, hard-charging fighter aircraft into the fight downrange, that's when it becomes kind of cool. Plus, there's nothing like seeing two big airplanes pull up to each other and fly about 20 feet apart and pass thousands and thousands and thousands of gas to each other in the middle of the air. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. I actually did. I was telling Zach earlier today that I was in that big flight simulator where you have to where it's where you do like the mid-air refueling.
Right.
And it was I was bad at that. Thank God there were like two guys who knew what they were doing, because I was like, what if I just crash into? They're like, no, just hold it really steady. I'm like, this is steady for me. You don't understand. And then I got frustrated and said, can we have lunch now?
It's a good thing you're a DJ and not a boom operator.
Yeah. I'm not really good at this either, though. But okay, so if you were to say, Caitlin, if you were to say what is the absolute coolest thing, like I only have so much time there, right?
Okay.
Because then the kids start getting antsy. What are you pointing to like that? This is like what you got to get to.
Well, I would say, first of all, that your kids aren't going to get antsy because we have a kids zone, we have bouncy castles, we have planes for them to crawl on. You can go throw them in a tank. Things like that. Please don't leave your children unattended in a tank. But there's so much to see that you guys can kind of move around, and hopefully, it'll keep everyone entertained from age 3 up to 73. There's going to be something for everybody at Power in the Pines. But I would say that the Air Force Thunderbirds and the Golden Knights, those are the two that you really need to make sure you see.
Okay. So in case you're wondering, Staff Sergeant Caitlin Jones is coming out with a parenting book soon. And I think, the tagline is just throw your kids in a tank.
Yes.
So you can find that at wherever books are sold. We have one more segment with Staff Sergeant Caitlin Jones. We're going to give her a magic wand and tell her to go fix something in the world or to make a difference. She's probably going to say, I want 600,000 people at the air show because that looks really good for me. And then maybe I'll get, posted in Hawaii next time instead of New Jersey or something like that. We're going to give you all the contact information, all the particulars, all the stuff to figure out how to get there. I'm excited. I can't wait to go see some really big, slow planes.
We have fast ones
I know there's fast
too.
ones too. Wake up with Jeremy Grutta. Be right back after this.
Coming up next, the latest from WOBM News, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. It's 6:31, Monday, April 25th. 44 degrees, getting up to 70 today. That's nice. That's not so bad. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. And I hate that. I always feel like I'm lying because now it's 6:32. We are here with Staff Sergeant Caitlin Jones. So I just have to tell you, again, we say this like probably every 2 days. Some of the coolest conversations are in the breaks. You'll never know that. I'm not trying to make you feel bad or anything that you don't hear them, because, well, you can't. But where did you say you had the best Mexican food ever?
The best Mexican food I ever had was in Itaewon, South Korea. It's a place called Vado's Tacos. If anybody has ever been stationed in South Korea, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Right, and to quote Caitlin, they were legit.
Super legit.
Super legit. So if you're ever in, Korea, that's the way to go.
Go
right?
by Vatos.
Right. I mean, because only by joining the military would you learn that the best Mexican food is over in Korea, right? But it seems like a long way to go for Mexican.
Hey, it's worth it.
Yeah. Hope they have large bathrooms. Okay, so we are giving you your magic wand, Caitlin. What are you doing with it?
I don't know if I should have this power. I'm just a lowly staff sergeant.
You've earned it.
Okay, so my magic wand command, if you will, would be that we're super excited to have people from New York and Pennsylvania and from far reaches of this great nation to come to Power in the Pines in 19 days on May 14th and 15th. However, my magic wand would be the people that live right here in South Jersey that go through artillery weekends with us, feel the booms, that see our big planes flying overhead every single day, that watch the base from afar. My magic wand would be all those people to come onto the base, meet us, talk to us, learn our stories, because all of us have a story, and most of them are much better than the best Mexican food is in Korea.
They're better than that?
Oh, yeah. People have way cooler stories than me, Jeremy.
I find that hard to believe.
So my magic wand, everybody that's here local, are amazing, supportive local communities here from Burlington and Ocean counties. Please come out, meet us, see some cool airplanes, bring your kids out, stick them in a tank. It's going to be a great, great time.
That's right. Bring your kids out, stick them in a tank. It's funny that you say that because we often talk about, I think anywhere you live, right, you never get to some of the quote unquote like tourist or like cool spots because you're like take them for granted. For example, I've never been to the Statue of Liberty.
Really?
Right. I mean, I've lived in New Jersey my whole life, and I've never been to the Statue of Liberty. Zach, you ever been to the Statue of Liberty?
I haven't.
I'm just saying because and like we're here, right? But we never. Now, listen, I have been to Atlantic City to gamble, but I've never made it to like some of the important spots that are very local. Right. And so great point. We have a fantastic resource. We have an unbelievable base. One of by far the best bases in the country. We're
a really unique base. We're America's only tri-service base. We're Army, Navy, Air Force, but we also have all 5 services. So you're going to be able to see all 5 armed services at Power in the Pines. Everybody's going to have something out there. You can talk to everyone. We love to talk to people. We love to tell our stories. So please come out and see what we do every day. See why we make so much noise.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so tell us, how do we give us the particulars again? Where do we go to learn more? What are the dates? Come on now, this is where you bring it home.
This is my final plug. Power in the Pines is in 19 days on May 14th and 15th. The gates are going to open up at 9 a.m. and the aerial show is going to start at 11. The aerial demonstrations will end at 3 p.m. and the base is going to close at 5. It's going to be the same show both days, except our B-2 bomber flyby is only going to happen on Saturday. You can see the full list of performers, prohibited items, tips and tricks, all that good stuff on our website. It's www.jointbasemdl.af.mil. I know that's a lot. That's why it's super easy just to log on Facebook, facebook.com/JBMDL. Give us a like. We have all the Power in the Pines information on there. Plus, our Facebook is a great way for you to reach out to us, ask any questions that you may have, and anytime we do training, anything out of the ordinary, that's where it'll be. So facebook.com/JBMDL. It's a great place to stay informed on everything Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst.
Yeah, I mean, that's a super easy website. I'll give it again just in case, though. So it's www, I know you got that part, that's the period thing, joint, come on, you guys all know what that is, base, B-A-S-E, MDL, that's McGuire-Dix Lakehurst, AF, this is where it gets confusing.
Like Air Force.
Yeah, like Air Force .mil, because that's like a military, because this is not a GoDaddy website. This is like a this is like
it's legit.
This is legit, like the Mexican food in Korea, and this is a highly secured, website, even more secured than any email Hillary Clinton ever sent. Okay, so not that Caitlin can comment on that because that would be wrong. But so there you go, Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst, and just to wrap up what we learned today, we've learned that coming to Jersey is almost as good as getting stationed to Hawaii. Right?
Yeah,
we learned that.
Definitely.
We learned that the key to childcare is to throwing your kids in a tank.
I mean, gently.
Yeah, gently, because you don't want to hurt the tank.
Of course.
Right.
It's very expensive.
We learned that the best legit Mexican food is absolutely in Korea, right? And we learned that if you really want to know what's happening and really see the coolest stuff, the coolest air show, right, on Earth, go ahead.
And it's free.
And it's free.
I don't know if I said that.
Free.
Parking is free. Admission is free. Shuttles are free. Water is free.
Totally the right price, right? May 14th and 15th is the air show, Power in the Pines. And the other thing we learned is I have to really go shopping for a see-through pocketbook because I just don't have one. I already have the matching shoes, but I need to find the pocketbook.
It's a fashion staple.
Staff Sergeant Caitlin Jones, thank you so much for joining us today. We learned a lot.
Thank you so much for having me, Jeremy. It's been a blast.
Absolutely. And I would say, get it? It's been a blast. I see what you did there. That was a little
pun.
A little
joint base pun.
Joint base humor that she's dropping on us. Staff Sergeant Caitlin Jones, thank you so much. Thank you in all seriousness, thank you for your service to our country, because we do not thank our military enough, because at some point, Caitlin decided that she was going to go and serve our country for the next 20 years of her life, as opposed to doing something, less, that was more about just her. She was, God, what is the word I'm looking for? She was altruistic in her career search, and so here she is today, pitching you Power in the Pines, May 14th and 15th. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. It's been a pleasure.
All right, cool. We'll be right back with more Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin after this.